Welcome to another Cooking on a Budget where we're going to be making lazy lasagna. I'm going to run to the store, grab everything I need, and this is just another take on lasagna, hopefully cheaper, right? Because we're trying to create meals, I know for me, that are big enough for my whole family, but yet inexpensive to make, but yet can go a long way. So I seen this inspiration online and I thought, you know what, I can do this. I can build on this, create it my own. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna head to the store, get everything we need, come back, make this lazy lasagna. Cause you know, honestly, I'm a casserole girl, as everybody knows, I'm a casserole girl. And I feel like casseroles are for people like me who don't like to cook, but wanna get it done. You know, get it all in one dish and be done. I don't like to make 4 or 5 course meals. I just wanna cook and be done, but cook something good. So we're gonna head to the store, grab everything you need, come back and get it all together. And I honestly don't think it's gonna take very long to make it. And I'm also gonna serve it with a nice salad again like we did when we made the scalloped potatoes, because honestly, I thought maybe I'll do a fruit salad this time. That might be good too. So when I get to the grocery store, we'll see prices, whether I make it a fruit salad or a regular salad to go with dinner, we'll see. All right, let's get going. So this dinner for our family of 10 only cost $41.76. Here's all the ingredients that I needed. And then I also had these spices on my own. And then this is the garlic that we bought last week when we made the scalloped potatoes and ham. So of course I still had garlic left. And then you guys know I'm an egg farmer. So you need 2 eggs. So this is basically what you're gonna need to make this lazy lasagna for your family. Super easy. Now let's get started. All right, so we're gonna get started making this lazy lasagna. I've already put my 1 pound of ground beef in my pot. I'm gonna be adding garlic powder, minced onion, oregano, and then garlic that I had still from our last dinner we made. So I'm gonna add all those to the pot. I'm gonna get the hamburger going. Then I'm gonna add sauce to it. I only have 1 pound of hamburger because you layer it. And so it's not like the hamburger is like the only part of this lazy lasagna. There's the raviolis and then cheese and stuff. So the raviolis is kind of the star. The hamburger mixture is kind of like the added, flavor to it. So I'm gonna add all the spices to this. We're gonna cook it. And then when that's done, we're gonna add the sauce and then we're gonna start layering the lazy lasagna. So it's super easy. I mean, you can make meals that are inexpensive and good and you don't have to spend a ton of money and you don't have to buy a ton of things. You can just keep it simple. Have you heard that saying, keep it simple, stupid? And so I've been trying to make more meals that aren't as complicated, just simple and good. So we're gonna get the spices added and get going on this lazy lasagna. So we're gonna add tablespoon of minced onion, tablespoon of garlic powder, then a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and then a tablespoon of garlic. All right, so now that we've got these spices in the pot, we're gonna get it cooking on the stove. So I added a little bit of water to the ground beef because it is 90. So I added a little water to the ground beef because it is like 98% or 94% lean. And so it was kind of sticking a little bit. So I added a little bit of water. I'm gonna let this cook and then we're gonna add the spaghetti sauce to that. So this will take probably about 5 minutes to cook and then we'll get the sauce added. So I added both jars of the sauce because it does have quite a bit of meat in it and I wanna be able to layer it in with the lasagna. So I just got both jars stirred in and now we're gonna start layering our lazy lasagna. So I forgot we still have to make the cheese part. So a lot of the lazy lasagnas recipes I've seen, they just use the raviolis as their cheese and noodles, but I feel like the lasagna still has to have that classic cheese. So I have my ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, 2 eggs. I'm gonna be using oregano, basil, And so it's 2 cups of ricotta cheese. This is 5 ounces, but I like to use some on top. So I'm actually gonna use, it'd be half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna use 1 cup of mozzarella cheese, then 2 eggs, and then a teaspoon of the oregano and the basil. So we're gonna get all that together and mix it all up. And then we're gonna start layering our lazy lasagna. All right, ricotta cheese first. So this is 2 cups. And then this is 5 ounces, so but we're gonna do a half a cup. All right, so we're gonna do the half a cup of cheese. And then we're gonna do a cup of the mozzarella cheese. There we go. 2 eggs. My son was a little excited to see his sister Haley come in. Yeah, okay. And now a teaspoon of oregano. And then a teaspoon, she's tiptoeing, whatever. A teaspoon of basil. All right, so now we're gonna mix this together. I'm making lazy lasagna.
Is it the lasagna soup?
No, it's lazy lasagna, but you use the raviolis.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
cool,
saw
right?
a recipe for lasagna soup. That's really like lasagna but soup.
Well, maybe we'll try that this fall. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this together, and then we're gonna start layering our lasagna. That looks great. All right, here we go. Stir that up, and when I come back, we will start the lasagna. Okay, Kitty.
You're supposed to look over here?
Yes. I gotta get back to my recipe. Are you done?
Go for gold.
All right.
And do
Going
the
for
grit-
gold. All right, so now we're gonna start layering this. Gideon wanted to show you the try-by-rye. Are you done now? Okay. They're not gonna watch my recipe if you're showing them your muscles now.
They'll be distracted.
Okay, they'll be distracted. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put the sauce on the bottom. Gideon, I'm so sorry. Because we don't want the raviolis to stick. So put a little bit of sauce on the bottom. Okay. Just like this. And then we're gonna do a layer of raviolis. Okay, you can get them bigger too and square, but I couldn't find the square ones. Now he's gonna go downstairs and make more try-rye. Bye. Whatever. Okay. Do another layer of sauce. I'm gonna grab another spoon here. Okay, another layer of sauce. There we go. I mean, how easy is this? Don't even gotta cook the raviolis because they'll just cook in the oven with the moisture. All right. There we go. We're gonna do a little bit of cheese. So cheese kind of is like the glue. When you make stuff, try and layer it with cheese because cheese melts into the other items that you're cooking. And it kind of keeps it all together. All right, now we're gonna do another layer of our raviolis. And so these are filled with cheese. You can get, there were mushroom kind, spinach kind, whatever you want. Now you're gonna do your cheese layer. And you wanna do it all. Just like if you were to do a lasagna. All right. And I do have quite a big of casserole dish here, so just spread it out like normal. Looks great. Okay. I didn't put any garlic in the cheese mixture because I added it to the meat. And you guys know me, I love garlic, so. All right, that's beautiful. We're gonna do a little bit of sauce. And then we'll do some more raviolis. And looks like I needed a pack and a half. My casserole dish is pretty deep. There we go. So you might not need a pack and a half. We're gonna do another layer. All right, now let's finish it up with the sauce. And then we're gonna put cheese on top of this and we're gonna bake it at 375, probably for about, I'm guessing about 40 minutes because you want those raviolis to be soft. I got it topped with the spaghetti sauce and now I'm just gonna finish it off with cheese. So I have a little bit of Parmesan cheese, mozzarella, then I'm gonna drizzle it, sprinkle it with parsley. So I really like cheese. Our family really likes cheese. We're just cheese people. That looks great. So this bag was 14 ounces. So it's a little under 2 cups. But I didn't realize how much cheese goes a long way when you really start measuring things out. All right, and then top it off with parsley. And then we're gonna bake it, like I said, at 375 for about 40 minutes. All right, next up, you're gonna see it done. While I'm preheating the oven, I thought I would just chat for a second. Our lives have been so crazy busy, just going to Tennessee, going to Alaska, going to Iowa, and we still have more trips to come. And I tell you what, I haven't cooked in probably 2 weeks because we were in Alaska forever. Then I was with my girls and I was home for like maybe 3 days and headed out. It feels so good to be in the kitchen. I think I got to cook 2 meals in between the Nashville and the Alaska trip. And it just feels so good to make my weekly menu this week and to cook for my family. I like really, really miss it. And I'm so excited for the holidays to come. I have so many fun ideas, things that my kids have brought to me, just celebrating the holidays, some new things we're gonna show you. But yeah, we're trying to get Gideon ready for college, so that's kind of our next big thing. And then my kids start school. So it's just, just like that, the summer is gone, oh my goodness. But and so I'm excited to try this recipe because I'm not a big lasagna fan. My family really loves lasagna, but I don't like the thick noodles. I think that's what it is. I like everything else but the thick noodles. Whenever I eat spaghetti, I actually use the angel hair noodles for me because I'm just not a spaghetti, like a thick noodle person. And so I'm excited to try this because it was a lot easier. You don't have to cook the noodles, then dry the noodles, and then layer it. I mean, it takes a big step out. And sometimes those noodles being so big, they break and they come apart and it's like, ah. And when I saw that, I thought, oh my goodness, that's genius. So the recipe I had seen didn't make the ricotta cheese. It didn't do like the meat. It just did sauce, noodles, and just like regular cheese. And I thought, man, that's not a lasagna. You can't call it a lazy lasagna if it doesn't have the meat and the ricotta cheese blend. You gotta have that. So I thought, I'm just gonna do that and then, not have to do the lasagna noodles. So I'm gonna get this in the oven. I'm excited to try it on my family. And I did put lots of cheese in it. So it should bring those ravioli noodles together. So it's like one layer. So I'm anxious to see how it works out. But yeah, so just busy. And I'm just so thankful to be home to cook for my family. And I think they miss it too because it sounds like they've been kind of scrounging. You should see our refrigerators. The downstairs refrigerator, we have nothing in. It's completely bare. I went down there. I'm thinking, well, what's food's down there? Because we just got back from Alaska like 2 days ago. Nothing, bare. One box of pie crust. And I look up here and there's a bunch of like condiments and zucchini because our garden is growing. That's pretty much it. And some lunch meat. And I'm thinking, my husband's like, what can we make? So Izzy made Dad chili cheese fries last night. We didn't know what to do because there was just no food. So my grocery haul is coming. It's been like a month and a half since we've actually done a real grocery haul. And we've just been picking out of the freezer, putting things together. I mean, we are bare. We are bare. So, okay, well, I'm gonna get this in the oven and I will be back. The lasagna is done. It did take about 35-40 minutes at 375. It looks great. I have the salad done. I just bought the packet salad like you've seen. It had spices in there, it had cheese in there, and it had croutons, and then of course the lettuce, and then the sauce. And it was so fast. I just literally just put it in my bowl and then mix it up. Perfect. So let me show you how the lasagna turned out. All right, so here is the lazy lasagna, the beautiful salad, and all this was just $41. So now it's time to check it out and see how it looks. All right, let me get it on a plate. Let's check it out together. All right, so I just plated it for my son. It kind of sets together. It does fall apart a little bit, but I mean, it looks really good. I mean, it didn't stay together like a normal lasagna, but Gideon wants to see how it tastes. But it looks like lasagna. I think if the rest of it set, he's just very anxious to try it. I think if it sets and cools, it will kind of form into like a lasagna. So my son's gonna try it. Okay, here we go. So I just tried it. It's really, really good. Gideon says it's really, really good. And it tastes just like lasagna. I mean, it keeps its layers a little bit, but it is super hot. But I don't know, it's super good, super yummy. Maybe try the same brand of raviolis I use, but This is a keeper. It turned out good. I think my family's gonna, well, Gideon loves it. I love it. So hopefully the rest of them will love it. So thank you so much for joining me on our Cooking 101, where we made lazy lasagna on a budget. And for our family of 10, it came to $41.79. I'm getting good at these budget meals. So don't forget to follow Just the Bells 10, subscribe and like our page. Until we meet again. This is super yummy. The more cheese, the better.